Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your man, Blake Wallace, Wallace Realty Group, going through my daily routine. First thing in the morning, what I've started doing is calling on any of the new expireds that pop up, and then I also will go back over the last couple days, check on the ones that I was not able to contact, and then I will call them to see if I can make contact with the folks that didn't answer over the last couple days. It's worked well for me over the last week or so to do it this way. If you followed me before, you knew that I was a big uh, cold call, log into your dialer, smile and dial for hours and hours and hours. I've changed things up a bit. Uh, and if you follow me for a while, I'm glad you're still here and seeing the way that I've adjusted to the way that things are working in today's market. So basically, um, with everything going towards this, the scam likelies and things like that, then you got to kind of slow things down and make your approach a little bit more targeted. But no matter what, you keep your activity high. And so I've been keeping my activity high. I hit these expires, I hit my absentees, and I'm having meaningful conversations and setting appointments. You'll also notice that I've changed my script up a little bit. I'm trying a new script just this week. It's from the book Get in the Door, The Art of Prospecting. Have had this book for a couple of years. One of the books that I'll, from time to time, pull out of the stash and just go back and refresh myself on ways that I can continue to improve my script and improve my results. And this is a guy who, the late great Steve Clark, he passed away a couple of years ago. I still follow um, his one of his old partners, Scott Plum. Follow his podcast. They are part of the Minnesota Sales Institute, which is an amazing organization based here in Minnesota, where they teach sales processes, marketing, negotiating, things like that. So I've attended a couple of courses through the Minnesota Sales Institute here as well, and definitely plan on um, continuing and going to some more of their classes. But look, stay tuned here. I'm going to go ahead and power through these. I got three new expires today, and then I got another one that popped up that popped up yesterday that I called that did not answer. But I'm going to power through these three. Now, you're not going to be able to hear what the other person is saying because here on this live streaming, StreamYard, I have not figured that out via the audio yet. So if anybody out there has experience with StreamYard or anything like that, go ahead and pop that in the comments on how I can do that because I'm sure that's something you guys will want to hear is like the reactions. You'll be able to kind of tell what's going on the other side based on what I say. Um, but you know, let's get it. Let me know if anybody knows how to do that, or post any questions or comments that you have down in the comments too. So, what are the tools that I'm using? I use Ring Central now, which is basically like my business line. It's a VoIP phone that I can call, text, receive calls, receive text, email, stuff like that. So I use that as my business line. It gives me a lot more control over the calls that I take throughout the day, kind of when I cut my day off and do things like that. I've always been trying to separate all my business stuff from my personal stuff. So this is a very economical way to do it. And there's a lot of benefits to it because it's a professional number tied to a professional address, and it's verified. It's a verified phone number as well. And so when I call from this number, it pops up as my name, not my business name. Pops up as my name, and then I can have meaningful conversations that way. And if I choose to text from it, I can. People can reply to those texts as well, and I can do it all right from my laptop as well. So while I'm prospecting, I can put my phone down, and not be distracted by anything going on there. So this should probably take about 20, 25 minutes for me to power through these. Then later on today, I will, if I don't reach them, I'm going to call some of the ones back to see if I can reach them in the evening. Um, then what I will do is each day for the rest of this week, I will give at least one phone call, probably in the afternoon or in the morning. and then I'll put them on a different kind of follow up campaign after that if they've not listed yet. Um, Tracking everything through My Plus leads, uh, which gives me the phone numbers. It gives me the opportunity to put things on my calendar. How do I notify myself of things to do? I sync it all up to my Outlook calendar, so I get notifications on call this person, mail this person, leave a voicemail for this person, blah blah blah, so forth. So here we go. First call of the day. See how it goes. See if somebody answers. I'm not going to leave a voicemail until the very last time I attempt to call them. So if it goes to voicemail, I'm just going to hang up and I'm going to try to call them back later. It was a bad number, so I'm going to edit that as disconnected. So when you do that, and knowing that number is disconnected, now it'll be deleted from where I'm looking. I actually have 3 phone numbers for this property that I'm calling. Good morning. This is Blake Wallace with Wallace Realty Group. I know you weren't expecting my call today, but is now a good, convenient time to talk? Sure. Awesome. Well, thank you. Hey, listen, I understand that you've been trying to sell your house. Is that correct? You did have it. Okay. Well, I specialize in listing and selling houses that didn't sell the first time. The reason for this call is to get your permission to meet with you for, say, 30 minutes or so to show you my 23-point marketing plan. See if there's any way I can offer you any help. Would that be okay? That should absolutely help a lot, for sure. For sure. What all have you done to it so far? Hmm. Yeah. Now, did you do that while it was listed there? Did you when you took it off, did you decide to go through and do that? They refused. How so? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I see. Okay. I've been hearing that a lot lately. I don't think that's very ethical, but we'll leave that there. um, for sure. For sure. Well, it looks like your contract is up now. It's popped up as expired in the MLS. So I'm not sure if you've gotten a ton of other calls, but I'll tell you what, um, if you're free later on this afternoon at any time, I'd love to stop by today and show you what I can help you do to get that property sold if selling is still in the plan for you. Great, great. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. So you're not in town here in Minnesota then. You're out in South Dakota now? Okay. Well, what's okay, gotcha. Gotcha. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. Well, not at all. That gets sticky for sure. So here's what I say we do then. If it's all right with you, if you're around this evening around 4 o'clock, I can stop by that property there on 61st Avenue and sit down with you for about 30 minutes or so and just show you what I've got to offer. And if it's something that makes sense to you, then maybe I can help you out here in the near future. All right. Not remodeling the bathrooms. Okay, exactly. You got the right idea there. Okay. Well, yeah. So then, what I'll do then today is that when I meet up with you today around 4, I'll do a quick walkthrough of the house. We can sit down and I'll just walk you through step by step what that 23-point marketing plan looks like. And if you feel comfortable, man, I'd love to get it back on the market here right away for you and get it sold. Because if you've done all that to the property, I don't see why on earth it wouldn't have sold by now. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Jeez. Ah, yeah. What was the price you were asking? Okay. Yeah, for sure. Do you go ahead. Okay. Seems like you've done all the right things so far. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, do you is there currently a mortgage on that property, or do you is it on free and clear at this point? Okay. Yeah. Do you have any idea what that balance is? So I would love to put together a an estimate for you, like a net sheet estimate for you. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. Right. Right. Yeah. No, you might as well pay it off with the proceeds you get from the sale. Absolutely. Okay. Oh man, I've got one of those in front of my house too. Nice. Nice. Sure. Yeah, of course. Of course. All right. And then what was your name again? I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name in the beginning of the call there. John. All right, John. John, well, again, my name is Blake, and what I'll do is I'll plan on stopping by there at 4012 61st Avenue North tonight at 4 o'clock. Um, I'll show you what I've got, just show you a few things, and we can go through kind of what that listing process would look like and how you'd like to transition that over. And if everything makes sense to you, man, I'd love to work with you and get that back up on the market for you, so we can get it off your books for sure. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If anything changes, go ahead. You can go ahead and give me a call back at this phone number, and let me know if you need to reschedule anything. But for now, I'll put you on for 4 o'clock this evening, and I look forward to seeing you then. All right. Appreciate it, John. You have a good rest of the day. I'll see you later. Bye. That was an appointment set with an expired listing. 4 o'clock today. The house is in great shape. He had a bad experience with the last agent, and I'm gonna go check that out and see how it works out. So there might be a listing coming on the market within the next week or so. Um, just that easy. You know what I mean? I don't know what the other agent is necessarily doing, but I got that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link this up today at 4 p.m. This is going directly onto my I told you this is going directly onto my Outlook calendar. I'm going to do the research before heading over there. I got all the information that I need. I can pull up the listing. I got all the information that I need there. Um, and then I can also pull up the information that I need for to put the net sheet together for them and show them exactly what I'll do to get the house sold. And by the time I walk out of there today, the plan is to get it back up on the market and get them started on the path to getting it sold. It's a great priced home. House is priced great. He's already done some additional improvements to it. If he wants to keep the price where it is, then that would be even more amazing. So, appointment number one today. It's not always that easy, but if you make enough calls, the harder you work, guess what? The luckier you get. That was sweet. Let's get another one. That's all I can say to that. Got one call for that. All right, let's see what I can do here. See, can I get another one? If I can get another one today, it'll be a good day. Get another one that answers for one. So that was a no answer. So in my plus leads, what I'll do is mark that as ring no answer, and I'll be able to pull it up tomorrow. There's one that was not contacted. Um, I don't sync those to anything. Typically, what I'll do is just have it up, pull up the dashboard, pull up the ones that weren't contacted, and dial the number. 554 Syndicate Street. This is funny. I think this might be one that has transferred over to now. So from time to time, I'll get these leads on my expire listing sheet that will be the same lead as somebody that was on my absentee owner sheet, and this is definitely one of them. So I may have already called him before, but guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to call him again from a different approach. So that one went straight to voicemail, but I'm going to put it as ring no answer still, and then I'm going to try to call him back a couple times. All right, y'all. So that was the one. I'm gonna be calling the one back that didn't answer yesterday, um, this afternoon. But you saw that I set an appointment. It was super easy. Had a good conversation with the guy. I'm actually gonna shoot him a quick text message here because we had a good conversation and remind him that we have the appointment at 4 o'clock. And then when he can, when he if he decides that if he needs to ever reschedule or do anything like that, then we can definitely do that. But I think that's going to be a good one. I'll be able to touch base with him today. I'll be more than prepared to take that listing this afternoon if he chooses to go. I've been hearing this weird story when I call a lot of people now, is that people that real estate agents have been kind of sabotaging these deals, trying to get them as their own like flip opportunities or whatever. Um, there's no point in listing the house if you have a personal interest in it. You might as well um, make your offer on the house before you put it up on the market. If they don't like the offer that you have, and if you have the money to close on the house, of course, then you can move forward and buy the house. But if you list the house, your purpose there is to expose the home to the market, get them the most money possible with as few hassles as possible. So for all the agents that are out there doing that, because I've heard that story at least 5 or 6 times now, just stop. You're continuing to give us a bad name. But if you were watching, or if you're watching this on the recording, pay attention to the script that I used. That script really works. It's very professional. Keep the purpose of the call the purpose of the call. The purpose of the call is the purpose of the call. When I call an expired listing, the purpose of the call is to set an appointment. So that's what I'm looking for. I asked a few questions in there just to open them up, get an understanding of what was going on with the property. But at the end of the day, the purpose of the call was the purpose of the call, and I kept on going back to that. Great. I'm going to stop by at 4 o'clock. Sounds good. When I stop by at 4 o'clock, I can't wait to take a look. Things like that. All right. And that's how we'll do it. Appreciate y'all for watching. This was a quick one, 20 minutes. Check in with me daily when I make these calls and as I just rack up these listings, and you might learn something. Appreciate y'all.